Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is a general love reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading will apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and your situation. And release the rest to the universe. Runner. Well, I feel that this probably may resonate with a lot of you watching this reading. Is your person currently running from you? You guys watching this reading today? This says afraid of doing the work and selfish. Well, you know, most people run because they are selfish and they don't want to admit when they're wrong. They don't want to admit their faults because they don't have the emotional maturity to be able to do that. But also afraid of doing the work. That is about your person resisting the growth and changes that they need to go through. They haven't been running from you. They have been resisting that personal and spiritual growth that is a very necessary part of this journey. Fears change and the unknown. Afraid of intimacy and unawakened. Well, yes, they are unawakened. That's why they are running. That's why they are ghosting, and that is why they are shut down from you right now. And they can try to run and hide from having to go through this growth as much as they want, but ultimately they're going to have to change. That is part of the soul blueprint that you have with this person, and this was an agreement that they made with you before you even came into this lifetime, that you would each provide these life lessons and experiences to support your spiritual and personal growth. Afraid of intimacy. Well, it's being afraid of emotional intimacy, and for many of you, your person has been resisting letting down their guard and letting you in. But it's time for them to open their heart to you so that they can experience the fullness of this love and this connection. This also says unawakened, and yes, your person is awakening to all of this as well, because that is part of the plan for this lifetime for this person. They have been able to see and understand themselves from a much different perspective, even though they are running, even though they are shut down from you, even though they are trying to escape their feelings for you. But as they return, they're going to be in a very different space. Now, this other side says, I don't know what you want from me. I love you, but I can't give you what you need. Well, there we go. Sorry, guys, I didn't have it in the camera frame. I don't have the time or capacity to understand our connection. It's best to leave me alone. And that is the current energy for many of you watching this reading of your person. They just want to be left alone because they can't go through the change and they haven't been able to go through that growth. But they are in the process of going through that growth or change, whether they realize it or not. That is the beauty of it all, actually, because this growth and change is a very important component to our lives. All of us, whether we have this kind of connection or not. And your person is having to go through growth and change because they agreed to have these experiences and these life lessons with you as part of their blueprint for this lifetime. Part of their contract with you is that they will have this growth, and they've tried to resist it. They've been trying to run from it. They've been trying to get away from it, but ultimately they're going to have to go through the growth and through the change, because when the universe comes calling, when God, when the divine come knocking on our door or ringing our bell saying, hey, it is time to change, you can willingly go through those changes, or you're going to have much more difficult life lesson and experiences to create those changes that you need to create in yourselves. But ultimately, this person's going to be going through the growth, even though they are running. They are still going through that growth. They just can't see that it's happening yet. For some of you, for others, they are seeing that this growth and this transformation is happening within them because they also want to come running back to you and to this connection. This card comes with number 49. If the number 49 resonates with anyone, that could be April 9th. It could be September 4th. It could be the number 13. So it could be the 13th of a month. It could also be the number 4. So it could be April or the 4th of the month as well. But let's see what else is coming through. What else do we need to hear? What is going on with this person? What is happening in this connection, please? Surrender. not resisting, but going with the flow. May feel mentally and physically relaxed, letting go of judgment and being mindful of the present. This card comes with number 64. Okay, so I feel that your person may have been running from this connection, but I feel that they are surrendering to it as well, because they can run, but they can't hide, ultimately, is the bottom line. Those feelings, those emotions, and everything else is going to run along with that person on that great hamster wheel of life. Your person not being able to escape what they've been feeling anyway, not going to be able to escape going through those life lessons and having those experiences that provide the evolution that they've needed, the life lessons and experiences that provide the personal and spiritual growth. So they are surrendering to all of it. They're surrendering to the connection. They are surrendering to the divine. They are surrendering to you and to this love, is what this surrender card means. No longer resisting it, but going with the flow. And when they return, you will see that they are going with the flow, no longer trying to control what's happening by slamming on the brakes, by doing the on and off or the hot and cold thing, taking you on that emotional roller coaster ride of horribleness. But your person is going to as well be much more mentally and physically relaxed than where they were in the past, because they're going to allow this connection to open. They're going to allow it to unfold like a beautiful rose, just allowing it to naturally and organically become what it needs to become. Now, on the other side, this says, I am ready to surrender myself to our connection. I will no longer run away from it, and I will no longer deny it. I am trusting in the universe and our love for one another. See, no longer denying or resisting the connection, no longer fighting it, no longer fleeing from it, no longer running from it or shutting down from you, but just this person just allowing things to naturally and organically happen between the two of you as they make their way towards you. Now, this surrender card comes with number 64. If anyone resonates with the number 64, that could be the 6th of April. It could be the 6th of April. It could be the 4th of June. It could also be the number 10, because 6 plus 4 equals 10. So it could be October. It could be the 10th of a month. It can be the number 1 as well, or it can be January or the 1st of any month, is how we break those numbers down. And we do that so you guys looking for some sort of validation that this reading resonates with you. That's why I spend the time to go through all of the numbers here. But I feel that your person has had a wake-up call here. I feel that this person is surrendering to the divine, surrendering to this connection and to the universe, trusting that your love that you have for each other will sustain this relationship and carry you forward to this union with one another. Future focus, strong sense of self and feeling hopeful, awake and being aligned with connection, positive outlook on life, and focusing on future. Well, I feel it's important that we all focus on the present as well. Being in this present moment is very important. And at the moment, I feel that this person is focused on this present moment, but also thinking about this future with you. They have always thought about this future with you, with the two of you actually together in this future vision that this person has been holding in their mind. And they do feel hopeful and optimistic that they're going to be able to return to you and start fresh with you by showing you that they are different, by showing you that they are surrendering to this connection and to this love, by showing you that they're ready to stop running and that they are ready to embrace this energy, this powerful, intense connection that's between the two of you, and stop fighting it. No more denial. No more running, no more saying it's all in your head or saying it's one-sided, but just your person being able to let go and let God. Positive outlook on life and focusing on the future. Well, I feel this person is definitely having a much more positive outlook on their life as a result of going through the growth, the personal and spiritual growth that has been a result of this transformation from having you in their life. Because this person has needed to grow up. They've needed to become accountable and responsible to you, to themselves, to this relationship. And they weren't doing that before. They were just kind of mamby-pamby going through life, just doing whatever, allowing themselves to stay stuck in that victim mentality because that's where they had always been and that's where they were comfortable. But that is not what life is about. Life is about being the best that you can be. Life is about being your authentic self. Life is about becoming. And we are constantly in that state of becoming and change and transformation. We all are. You are, all of you out there watching this reading. I am. Everybody is, because that is why we are on the earth. That's why we're here. For our spiritual growth, for our soul's evolution. And that is what has been happening for your person as well. I am devoted to returning to you. I'm starting to feel hopeful about the future because I see you being a big part of it. Okay, so basically that's what I just said without even reading that sentence off to you guys. And I don't use these cards very much, so I don't really know what is on them actually. This is probably maybe the third or fourth time I've used them because they are so big, it's hard for me to shuffle. But this card comes with number 66. If anyone resonates with number 66, Route 66, isn't that a road somewhere? Don't know where it is, of course, but I know it's a road somewhere. Although that could be the 6th of June. It can also be the number 12 because 6 plus 6 equals 12. So it could be the 12th of the month. It could be December. It could be the 3rd of the month. It could be March. Any way that these numbers may resonate with anyone. These numbers or dates actually. So that is 49, 64, and 66. But let's see what else is coming through. Your person is definitely focused on this future with you. They know that they need to return to you. They know that they need to apologize to you, which is part of the plan because that is part of what is in this soul blueprint for the two of you, this soul contract between the two of you anyway. And surrendering to this connection and stop trying to fight it, surrendering to the powers that be, just letting go and letting God. And for you guys watching the reading as well, if you haven't surrendered all of this to the universe, to God, to the divine, you are really being encouraged to do that because when you let go, you let them have it all because ultimately you can't control what's happening. All you can do is go with the flow of it all yourself because this person is going to return to you in accordance with the divine plan and the divine timing of the universe. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What does the collective, what do we need to hear? Cosmic love. This card comes with number 14. That's the same number that's on the Temperance card. That's interesting, but we'll get to that in a moment. Cosmic love, connected in the 5D, regardless if disconnected in the 3D. Do you dream of your person, you guys watching the reading? Because they're connecting with you in the 5D space, and it feels very real to them. Also, visions of you, holding on to this future vision with you, that feels very real to them as well. And that is also about being connected in the 5D. Even though there's nothing happening in the 3D space between you and this person right now, there's still so much happening in that 5D space because your souls are in constant communication with each other, trying to draw you back together. Intense or strong feelings that they feel are everlasting, powerful or otherwise indescribable. Well, yes, your person has felt these strong feelings for you from the very beginning. They knew in that moment that it was a powerful, everlasting, and infinite love, and they have no way of possibly describing it because none of it makes sense to them logically. Their understanding that this connection can only be felt and experienced with their heart and with their soul, not understood with their brain or with their mind, which is why they are surrendering to all of this and just letting go and letting God, letting the divine, and letting the universe. Even though we are not together, we are connected through and through. When I sleep, I dream of you. When I'm awake, I think of you. I am able to feel you as if you are physically here. Do you guys feel that as well? Do you at times feel like your person is right there next to you, like you're sitting doing something and you swear it felt like they walked by you, or you could see an image of them out of the corner of your eye, or you felt them walk behind you and gently touch your shoulder or brush your hair? Yes, this is what your person feels and experiences, and at times they wake up in the morning and it feels that you have been right there next to them while they sleep. They can feel your energy. They can sense your presence, and that perhaps is an indicator to them that you have been dreaming of each other. And perhaps you guys have a lot of those similar experiences, dreaming of your person as if they're just right. And then when you wake up, it's like they're just right there with you in that moment that you wake up. And then you realize, oh no, they're not here. That was a dream. But I swear we were just doing some hanky-panky there for a moment. Yes, your person has these experiences also. But I feel that this is also telling us that your person is aware that this love is intense and they have strong, powerful feelings for you. And they are acknowledging that there is this everlasting love that is here between you. They just weren't ready for it when the two of you were first spending time together. This space where we are right now, for most of you watching this reading, where this person is running from you, where they're silent, where there's nothing happening in the 3D world, it's important to remember that there is stuff happening still in 5D. We just can't see it. And as it happens in 5D, it will also manifest in the 3D space at the right time, and that is in the divine timing of the universe. But this person, although they are running from you, they love you, they have feelings for you, and they are surrendering to all of this and to this connection because something has come along to create a massive wake-up call for this person. And we're going to use some tarot cards now and see what else is happening. And even, like I said, even though they may be running, even though they think they are running and escaping from all of the personal growth and life lessons and experiences that they need to have, they are still having them, whether they realize it or not, because it is how the energy works between you and your person. But let's see what else is coming through for this reading today, please. What does the collective need to hear? And we have the Ace of Coins. Well, the Ace of Coins can be about a new job, new career, but as well, in a relationship reading, it is about starting fresh and starting over. I like to call the Ace of Coins like the golden buzzer on America's Got Talent. When you press the golden buzzer, see, and all of the streamers come out from the sky, and the music plays, and the confetti drops, those little stars there. The confetti drops down, and starting over, starting fresh is how I see the Ace of Coins with the golden buzzer. But as well, the Ace of Coins is about laying a much stronger foundation for this relationship. And this relationship will be built on a much stronger foundation as the two of you come back together, because during this time that they have been running and silent and ghosting and everything else, you have both gone through so much change, personal growth, spiritual growth, awakening, figuring out who you are, figuring out what you want in life, perhaps even doing some new things, having new experiences, having new adventures, taking some classes. You are each in a very different space than the people that were the two of you when this kind of went kaput, right? When your person shut down, when they ghosted, when they ran, when they broke up. For many of you, perhaps this person did actually break up with you, but I know also for many of you, this person just never said a word and disappeared like a ghost. And that is a very difficult thing because you don't understand what the heck happened. So the amount of growth that you have to go through as a result of that happening, because that will certainly trigger a dark night of the soul, right? Absolutely, it will. The only way to go through that dark night of the soul is to go through it and pull yourself up and through it day by day, moment by moment, back to the light and back to your power. And that has been how you have grown and evolved during this time as well. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? And, oh, the Ace of Swords. Well, now that is fascinating, as you could tell by my surprise as the Ace of Swords came out. That is about a wake-up call. The Ace of Swords is about a breakthrough. It is about clarity. It is about your person having achieved a much greater understanding of everything. And that can be why that surrender card came up, because they've awakened to everything. But the Ace of Swords is also about your person reaching out to you. It is about the initiation of communication. The Ace of Swords is the sword of truth. Your person seeing that they need to be truthful and honest and real with you, wanting to be authentic with you. But at the moment, it is telling us they have had a breakthrough. They have achieved some sort of clarity, some sort of epiphany moment or series of epiphany moments while they have been running on that great hamster wheel of the universe, trying to run from all of this. But like I said, they can run, but they can't hide. Ultimately, it's all going to catch up with them. And for some of you, your person is running further than others of you that are watching this reading. It is just all dependent on who they are and where they are on their spiritual journey, which is why for many of these readings, we can't give a timing because so many of you are watching and everything is different for everyone. But 2 aces to lead the way for this tarot portion of the reading. Well, let's see what else is coming through for this message. 2 aces are about starting over. But let's see what else is coming through for this message. And we have the 3 of Wands. And this is about your person making progress on their journey back to you. I love that the 3 of Wands came out. It's also telling us that they're longing for you and missing you. It also tells us that they are just desiring to be with you. They can't stand being away from you with this 3 of Wands showing up. But as well, it tells us that the wait is almost over because they are doing the work. They are surrendering. They are attaining that growth one way or another so that they can come back to you. By the way, the deck that I'm using now is one of our decks, the Galaxy Tarot deck, and it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of different fun images in this deck, but we did put the words, the meanings of the cards on the cards for those of you who may be interested. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What does the collective need to hear? Oh my goodness, this is crazy. The Ace of Wands. Okay, inspiration. I literally just got goosebumps. Oh my goodness. Inspiration. This is about your person wanting to start fresh, start over. It is about them having a breakthrough. It is about them having a spiritual awakening. It is about them having a massive wake-up call. They see things and they understand things because they have gone through this spiritual growth as part of the Ace of Wands. But the Ace of Wands also tells us that when they return, not only are you going to press that golden buzzer, this relationship between the 2 of you is going to be in a very different space, a much more elevated space than where it was in the past. That is going to give it so much more power, so much more stability, so much more structure to go forward to the place of long-term partnership with each other. But this Ace of Wands is about a fresh start, a new beginning. It is about you inspiring this person to go through the growth and changes that they've needed. But it is also about them having major breakthroughs and epiphany along their journey as well. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What does the collective need to hear? What do we need to know? And we have the 9 of Cups. If the Ace of Cups had come out, I was just going to lay down on the table. Not really, but you catch my drift there. You catch me, right? I was going to be like, holy moly, that would have been too overwhelming. But the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is about happiness. It is about joy. It is about the fulfillment of this relationship. It is about satisfaction. It is about prosperity. It is about love. It is about your person as well, acknowledging that they are happiest when the 2 of you are together because you are their happy space. And they do want to get back to this happy place with you. But they have needed to go through this growth. They have needed to grow up. They have needed to hit that space of spiritual awakening and personal growth as well, to hit that place of emotional maturity so they never create any of these kind of problems or issues between the two of you ever again. Instead of just running or shutting down, they'll be able to have an adult conversation with you, be able to make compromises instead of flying off the handle, being a better communicator. This is about your person acknowledging with this 9 of Cups that you fulfill everything they could ever hope, wish, or dream for when it comes to a romantic partner. And during this time that they are away from you, in this running space, in this space of silence and no contact, they are transforming and changing into that same partner for you, the one that you have always hoped, wished, and dreamed of. And I understand that you were willing to take this person in the form that they were in the past, but they needed to knock it off. They needed to be able to be more devoted, more committed to you and to this relationship. They need to give back to you. And this as well is going to be part of the process in this relationship as they come back for this fresh start. Because this person doesn't want to be without you again. They feel what that's like with this 3 of Wands. That is why they're longing for you. That is why they're missing you. That is why they are yearning for you. But with the 9 of Cups, they have so much love for you. Cups are ruled by the element of water, emotions, feelings, romance, love. 9 cups filled with love that this person has for you. Cosmic love, 5D love, 3D love as well. This person is making their journey towards you because they are tired of running. And even though they have run, and even though they have been silent, and even though they have been ghosting you, during all of this, they are growing, evolving, and changing. And it is waking them up and shaking them up to what they need to do, which is to come back to you and have this powerful, fresh start with you. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you watching today. Have a great day, everyone.